Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me back again with another video. This time more Transformers. This is Legacy United Gears. This is from G1, of course, my favorite of the Transformers line here. Awesome to finally have this guy. He was one of the ones that I didn't think we would get, but I'm happy that we are. Of course, this being United, 40 years of Transformers, so we've got that awesome artwork there. And on the back, we have, of course, Gears in his robot mode. We've got him in vehicle mode, 12 steps, so it looks relatively simple. And they've got this cool feature that I guess it's a nod to one of the episodes in the G1 Transformers where he kind of, I think they take out his attitude chip or whatever to make him nicer or whatever it may be, at least from what I remember. But really cool artwork again. These are really nice boxes. Unfortunately, I do not keep mine, but hey, if you're an box collector, you have this awesome artwork to greet you. But anyway, let me open this up and let's see what Gears here is all about. Okay, so here we are with Gears out of the box. You're gonna get, of course, your instructions, and you're also going to get this awesome little gun in black, plain black plastic. But again, it's got some nice little details there, some nice sculpt work, so really cool. This comes in tissue paper, and it actually looks really cool. All of my other figures have had just plain paper. In this case, this one has the Autobot insignia all over it, which is really cool. That's really nice. They took the time to print tissue paper like that. The other, not accessory, but part of Gears here that comes in addition to the gun is this chest piece. So this chest piece is not on the figure when it's in the box. It's actually separate, so you just have to kind of push it in here in these two hinges so that it's there. So that's just something to keep in mind. I don't think you should have any problem finding it, but just thought I'd mention it just in case this does come separate. Now, let's move this out of the way, concentrate on Gears himself here, and this thing looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of Brawn, very short and stout and beefy. It looks really nice. The blue is done really well, reminds me of Optimus, and the red as well. And the plastic quality in this guy is pretty good, at least on my copy. Looks really nice. Every joint's kind of really tight, so that's good. And yeah, man, this guy looks the part. I love the head there. Kind of reminds me of the Juggernaut from X-Men. But that is really cool. It's so nice to have Gears here in the collection now. He's got a bit of a backpack, but again, I don't mind it because it does remind me of the original figure, and you know, the cartoon character as well had a bit of a backpack, so I don't mind it in this case. This is pretty much what he looks like from the back. I thought this was hollowness initially, but it's not. I guess just part of the transformation or what he looks like in vehicle mode. But these legs actually look perfectly fine the way they are. But I just love all the red and blue and the gray details. Love the Autobot insignia here on this cover part. And yeah, no, he's done really well. Definitely hits my G1 nostalgia there. As far as articulation, so the head can turn fully around if you wanted to. If you want to do that, you can move the backpack out of the way and move his head. He can't really look down just because, you know, of how he's sculpted, and can't really look up that much. So you don't have a lot of articulation there as far as looking up and down. The arms do fully turn if you wanted them. And one other cool thing is because of the transformation, you got an additional hinge here. So these arms can move slightly back and forth in this direction. The forearms or the arms here with the shoulders have this extra joint here. You've got your elbow here fully like that. That's part of the transformation, but you can use that for articulation purposes. And the arms here, they're not you know, they don't have articulated fingers or anything, but you can move the fist fully around on both sides. So that's already pretty cool out of the box. The waist here, full 360 if you wanted to. You can kick up. It has 90 degree, or a little more than 90 degree actually, because of the transformation, so that's really cool. Forward, and then he can kick back pretty well as well. And you have ankle tilts on both sides, so you'll be able to put this guy in some really cool poses there. But overall, pretty cool version of Gears here. As far as transformation, relatively simple, I would say. 12 steps, at least as far as the instructions say. So to get us started, we're gonna take these arms here and just fold them in like so on both sides, like that. Then we're gonna take this chest and we're gonna pull it forward, so down like so. Pull this all the way down. Then we're gonna take these fists and arms and fold them into the chest cavity there, making sure that everything fits in like that. You can leave that alone for now. Next thing to do would be this backpack, and then we're just gonna undo it, untab it, and just fold it like so. Take these wheels, fold them out so they're out of the way, and you'll see here there is 2 tabs that are going to go in these red sections here. So you're just going to make sure that you do that. And also there's little blue tabs here on each side, on the left and the right, that are going to go here on these arms. On mine, you kind of do have to push them in quite a bit, but I'll show you right now. So you're going to go like that, and then you're going to make sure that you fold this and that they fit right in there. That's like so. At that point, then we're gonna do the legs next. So you're gonna come down here to the feet and just take these sections and fold them out. And then you're gonna see here in these red parts, there's a red section here. That's where these blue tabs, where my left hand is at, my left thumb on both sides. So you're gonna take this, we'll do 1 foot at a time. You're gonna fold this all the way as such, and you're going to make sure that that it tabs into the red part. Essentially it's going to sit something like that, and then same thing on this. So you're just going to take that, fold it in, and just make sure everything kind of sits in place. Last thing to do would be down here. Now you're going to take this chest piece, open it up. There's some nice detailing in there, so again, that's really cool. That is a throwback to G1 cartoon episode. I don't recall the exact name of it, but I know there's a part there where they take out his attitude chip or whatever you want to call it, and he kind of becomes nicer or whatever you want to be. But in this section, you're going to see 2 little squares that are going to get tabbed into these gray parts here. He's going to fold this down like so, and going to make sure that tabs in. And then this back section tabs in there. Just gonna tab that in there. And at that point, you're almost done. Of course, you need to do these back wheels here. Just gonna undo them. And then you are fully done with Gears. He does roll really well. In this mode, I do like it. I wish we would have gotten rubber wheels like we did on Beachcomber. These are just standard plastic. They're not bad or anything, but you know, I guess I got spoiled by Beachcomber. I do wish these wheels perhaps looks like they should have been a little bigger. They look a bit undersized, but again, it's a cartoon vehicle, so I don't mind it. In this mode, you got this awesome grille in silver, along with the headlight trim in silver as well, which looks really nice. You got this nice red bumper, yellow headlights, and you got some more silver detailing here on the hood. And again, that awesome Autobot symbol here as well in red, which is done really well. Over on the side, you can see some panels, but again, I don't mind it. You know, I think it looks perfectly fine. You do get these blue painted windows all around. No clear plastic, at least that I can tell, so that's pretty good, less prone to breakage. You got some side mirrors here, and then back here, of course, you got, I guess, the back section, which are pretty much the feet here, and here's the back. I guess if I had to nitpick this guy, it would be the fact here that his head's kind of just sitting there, which you know, I mean, I don't plan on posting this guy like this, you know, more than likely in vehicle mode like this. But again, if that kind of bothers you, just figure I'd point it out. But again, nothing too bad. Vehicle mode, again, pretty cool. Wish we would have gotten some rubber wheels again, but This is awesome. You know, it reminds me of a little Hot Wheels car. In this mode, you can also store the gun. So there are different ports all around. The instructions tell you to do it on this side. So if you wanted to, you can put the gun in there for storage. You know, you could put it here, I guess, if you wanted to, but it would have to go facing back. Or if you wanted to, you could also do it up here on the roof. But, you know, that's something you could do with it. But overall, really happy with this little vehicle mode here. Looks really, really nice. So here we are back in robot mode, and I gotta tell you, I am really happy that we're finally getting these mini bots from G1. It's really cool to have them be part of the collection, and it's nice that we're getting Gears. I never thought we would get Gears out of all the little characters we've been getting, but again, this is what I appreciate about the new Transformers line of toys, is we're getting all these different figures from all these different lines, and hence we get Gears here. For comparison, I figure let's start off with his grouchy buddies, as I like to call him. Here he is next to Brawn Studio Series, and then also I think that's a Busworthy Bumblebee Cliff Jumper, but it's a Studio Series essentially, and these three look really nice together. Again, if you're into mini bots, it's so awesome to have all these together, so that's really cool. We finally get to have Cliff Jumper and Brawn there with gear, so we'll move them out. Let's go ahead and show you. Here he is next to Kingdom Arcee and Studio Series Wheelie there, so you could see some size comparisons there, and I think that definitely kind of works for me. The older G1 figures were always a bit more boxy than the second season ones, but again, I think that kind of fits my collection pretty well, so I'm kind of happy with those two. Then how about we show you some bad guys here. So put them next to Run Amok and Runabout, and I always get these two sort of mixed up name wise, but here you go, two Decepticon car bots with gears there, and again, I think that definitely works for me. They both look really cool with gears there, so we'll move them out of the way, make room for more Decepticons here, and we'll probably have to move the camera up slightly so you guys can see the actual size difference. But that is Kingdom Cyclonus and Shrapnel there. So let me give you guys a bit of a better look so you could see there the size difference, but of course just want to show you what that looks like. But there you go. So now we can move these two out of the way. Here he is next to Triple Changer. This is Siege Astra Train there. Again, looking really cool. And you can see, of course, you know, Gears is much smaller, but I think that definitely works. Of course, a newer figure from Legacy United with, you know, a Siege, which is one of the earlier ones. I do think Astra Train could stand to be a little taller than this toy is. So we'll see if we get any kind of reissue on that one. Then let's do some Optimus. Of course, you gotta have Optimus here, and again, I think that looks so awesome. And then we also have Bumblebee, the Netflix Bumblebee, but that is really cool there. Definitely, I think that works. Next, we'll move these two out of the way, and let's go with Jazz and Ironhide here. And again, so awesome to have all these together. They look really cool. Definitely the scale kind of works for me. Jazz a little taller than Gears, and of course Ironhide taller than them both, so that looks really cool. And lastly, let's do Warpath and Beachcomber. And again, these are all relatively the same size there, so that looks pretty awesome. And then why not, let's move Warpath out of the way here and show you this guy right here, which is really hard to find to add to the collection, but I finally have him. But again, this mini bots are awesome, and Gears specifically here looks definitely the part. He looks pretty cool. He fits in really well with all the other figures, and he's definitely going to add up to the ranks of my Autobots here in my collection. They're just trying to give you guys a good idea of a group shot there, so you guys could see that. But man, that is awesome to have all these. Oh, and you know what, I also had a Huffer here, so we'll just put in Huffer back here for you guys. But as you guys could see, they complement each other so well. I'm hoping we still get like Sea Spray and Wind Charger and all the other guys that we haven't gotten quite yet. So definitely waiting, looking forward to those. And then maybe a repaint of this guy into, I believe it was Outback as he was called. So that would be really cool. But anyway, as far as this Gears figure, definitely 2 thumbs up. I love it. I like it. As you guys can see, it complements the collection here really well. So I am really happy with it. So that is it for me, guys. If I missed anything, please let me know. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. But otherwise, thank you so much, and I will catch you during the next video. Take care.